everyone, thank you so much for clicking yet another video, and welcome if you're new. My name is Taddy G and this channel is all about me taking you guys along for the journey with me as I grow my clothing line. So because it's Black History Month, I thought I'll do a video about what it's like being a black woman in business and a black woman in the fashion industry. So let's get to it. So my name is Taddy and I'm 26 years old and I'm a black woman living in the UK. I went to school, I went to university, I studied a STEM subject, of which I was one of 9 women on the entire course. That's 260 people, and I was one of 3 black women on the entire course. And sometimes I was actually the only black girl. Like, I think in my first and second year I was the only black girl, but it never fazed me. I'll still go to my lectures with my 26-inch Brazilian weave. Sometimes it was black, sometimes it was blonde, face beat, without a care in the world. Or I would rock up to my lectures with my headscarf looking like the deadest thing, but it never fazed me because I was there to learn. I was there to get my degree, and I graduated with my humble 2-1 as a Bachelorette of Science in Mechanical Engineering. So when I started Shiva Shiva, of course people were puzzled. They were like, wait, like, you graduated, you've got a 2-1 and now you're talking about trying to do fashion, like, what's going on? But I had really supportive parents, really supportive brother, friends and family, and I started my brand. I started Shiva Shiva. So what happened next, I'm even embarrassed to say, guys, I'm embarrassed to say, please don't attack me, but I never wanted anybody to know that Shiva Shiva was a black owned brand, let alone owned by a little black girl like me. Why? Because for starters, I thought I'm not going to succeed if people know that this is a black owned brand. Like, nah, like, this is not something that I see. A black woman with a fashion brand that's like doing really, really well, it's not something that I had seen. And also I thought, like, who's going to support the little black girl? Like, who's going to support the little black girl's business? Like, that's the mindset I had. And I guess it was deep installed within me, like from like primary school, because I remember specifically, like, in primary school I used to tell myself that I ain't never gonna be Mary. They're never gonna choose me to be Mary because I wasn't that cute little, you know, kid, and they always used to choose me to be the animal or the narrator because I was quite good at reading. So I guess all those little things in my childhood made me think that nobody's gonna support the little black girl that's trying to run a fashion brand. So I didn't want anybody to know that it was a black owned brand, which I am so embarrassed to actually sit here and say to you now, but that's how I was thinking. That's what my mindset was like. I hadn't seen a successful black woman killing it in the fashion game. I'd seen black men killing it, like Virgil Abloh, you know, with his Off-White, and he's the creative director of Louis Vuitton right now. I'd seen Kirby Jean Raymond, he's the owner of Pierre Moss. I'd even seen people in the UK, like the guys that own Trapstar and the guy that owns Banjar, the guy that owns Manoa Devoir. Like, I'd seen successful black men killing it in the fashion industry, but I never really seen like a black woman. So I thought, like, why me? Why would I be the successful black woman? Let me just hide. Let me just hide in the shadows and just be, you know, behind the scenes and not actually have people know that I'm black. Though I was aware that there were black men killing it in the fashion game, I still didn't want anybody to know that the brand was black. And in doing this, I was very careful with things that I was doing, like, and even down to like the comments, like when I was comment back on pictures, I always used to use like the yellow like emoji instead of, you know, the skin colored emojis, just so people don't know like what race I am, which is really sad to say right now, but that's how I felt. That's how I felt back then. I didn't think as a black woman I was going to be that successful in this fashion game. I guess growing up I did have a couple like identity battles. There was the whole not being Mary, which I spoke about earlier, but even like down to like my own skin color, like I knew I was different. And I remember specifically, like, we used to have like this red talcum powder. I wasn't actually quite sure what we used to use it for, but I'd get some of it and I'd actually like rub it on my skin so that my skin could appear white. Or I'd get like Ackee cream. Like when I was growing up I had like really quite bad eczema, so we used to have like Ackee cream in the house, and I used to actually like rub that on my skin and try and make my skin white, because I thought, okay, like maybe if I like keep rubbing this in, like it might make my skin like a little bit whiter so I can blend in with like the kids at school. That's what it was like for me growing up, because I did live in a predominantly white area. My school, I was the only black kid in the whole school, like until like one girl like joined and everybody thought she was my sister because she was black. Like, it's crazy. I was used to it. I knew I was different. I wanted to be like them. I guess part of me knew that I'll never be like them, even down to like relaxing in my hair. Like, I wanted to look like the little girls on the boxes, just so my hair could look a little bit more like the girls at school. But you know, it was never the case. My hair never came out like that. And to be honest, like 1 year later, after relaxing my hair would start to fall out. Like, I would see like strands of hair on my pillow. I'd have to cut it off. Oh guys, I remember like in year 2 my relaxed hair had got so bad my mum had to shave off all my hair, and I wasn't bald. I probably had like level 2 hair or something. I remember specifically, oh guys, it's really sad when I think about it, but I remember like we had a supply teacher, so nobody like knew that I was a little black girl, and I would wear trousers to school sometimes. It was winter, I was scared of the cold, and the supply teacher was like, oh, okay, like girls go to the toilet, and you know, there's me, I get up to go to the toilet. She's like, oh whoa. I said girls, like, oh guys, my heart broke. Like, I was like, wait, but I am a girl, like it was so sad. Anyway, I thought I'd just like put that story in there because it was quite sad. But I'm not sure when the light bulb went off, and I was like, you know what, we can't be a faceless brand forever. And for goodness sake, the brand is called Shwa. Like, it's a Shona name, it's Zimbabwean, it's got African heritage. How can we be hiding in the shadows forever? People need to know who the people behind the brand was. And at this point, I was trying to convince my brother to be the face of the brand. You know, I was like, come on Simba, like you can be the face of the brand. You know, I'd seen like black men killing it in the fashion games. I didn't want to be the face of the brand because, like I said, I hadn't seen a successful black woman. But my brother was like, no, he never wanted to have it. I don't know whether it's because like he's like camera shy or whatever, but he was telling me that, you know, it's my time as a black woman. It is my time. I need to put myself to be the face of this brand, and that's the way he was trying to encourage me. I still wasn't really having it. My perception, my mindset was so warped that I was like, nah man, like if I put myself out there, if I put myself as the face, Shiva's never gonna be nothing more than just like, I don't know, like a brand from Instagram. Like, people are not gonna take me seriously. But I'm here now guys, and I'm not sure when the next light bulb went off, when I decided that, you know, actually I need to be the face of this brand. I'm very, very glad it did, because now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, wow, like Taddy, that's the mindset you had. Taddy, you thought that you wasn't gonna be successful just because of the color of your skin. And I really hope I'm not the only one. I'd love to know whether there's anybody else out there that's felt like this, that has a business or has wanted to start a business and thought, you know what, like I don't want anybody to know it's black owned, because black owned businesses, like, do they actually get to that level? I want to know whether anybody else has ever felt like that, or whether it's just me. If it's just me, then wow, like I have a serious problem. And I'm really, really glad that things have changed. I've actually changed the way I think, because I'm embarrassed to even sit here and tell you that that is how I felt. And I feel like it is really, really important for me to talk about it. I'm glad to be a black owned business, and I'm glad to be a black woman in business. Something went off in my head and made me think that, you know what, Taddy, you're being crazy. You can't be hiding in the shadows forever. Like, when I look back, like I've said several times, I'm embarrassed. How can I let those thoughts consume me so much that I'm not true to myself and I'm not true to my brand? Like, what even is that? I am enough. And through that shift of mindset, it allowed me to actually discover the true purpose of Shiva. You know, like when we were like dabbling in the idea of a business, me and my brother used to always question me, but Taddy, what is our purpose? And are we actually solving a problem? We need to have like a vision, a purpose. And with this shift in mindset, it allowed me to discover the true purpose of Shiva. Prior to having this shift, we weren't serving no problem. Like, we were just a clothing brand. But now I know what the purpose for Shiva is. The guy that owns Pia Moss, he's the one that truly inspired the purpose of Shiva. I was watching like one of his fashion shows, and I was truly inspired by what he is actually doing. He brings together a community of creatives watching his fashion shows, like musical artists, actors, models, all under one roof, celebrating fashion, celebrating art. And I just thought that is so beautiful. And I thought, wait, like, is there something like that in the UK? Not that I've been invited to anyway, nothing that I've heard of. And I thought, you know what, I want to be able to bring like creatives from all different walks of life together into one space, celebrating culture, celebrating fashion, celebrating art. I am a true believer that there's so much room at the top that we can all win, and to be able to have our own little community of just greatness. That is my vision for Shiva. If I hadn't been proud to be a black owned business, if I hadn't made that shift in mindset, I probably would have never like come up with that purpose. I don't think I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, guys. I still would have been hiding, thinking that a black woman can't be successful in the fashion business. How sad is that? So that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and sitting here and hearing me ramble on about something that I'm just so embarrassed that I even thought about. And guys, I do feel like it is a really important conversation to have. So if anybody has ever felt that way, just anybody that's felt that, you know, something has limited them to starting something that they want, please drop a comment down below. Let's have a discussion. Let's get a conversation going. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.